up, YouTube? This is V coming at you to bring you guys along for a day in the life of. When I'm not writing my AUCs, working on my AUCs, or recording, I'm basically tending to the menagerie of animals that I have. I have a passion for animals, and two of which I will be basically bringing you guys into the fold is my two red-tailed boas. The top is a sunglow. She is a sharp sunglow. The one on the bottom, she is a a possible super hypo het lipstick. Both will be turning 4 years old. She will be turning 4 in April, this one in May. But without further ado, I'm going to clean out their cages. But before that, I'm going to take me a sip of my morning joe. This is a job. Their poop is worse than cat and dog shit. Believe you me. But I am prepared. I have my gloves that I will be using. Now, Glow, she's a little ornery sometimes. And depending, like the last time I went to clean out her cage, she lunged at me. And lucky for me, I was prepared for it. She didn't want to come out of her cage. I knew it, and it was a fight and a struggle. Believe you me, these animals are super strong. I usually have chips in there to keep the humidity of their cage where it needs to be. Take another sip, get my liquid courage. Whew. Alrighty. Now, for the purposes of removing my red tails, I use a hook. I don't go in the cage because I do feed them in a cage, and sometimes you'll get aggression. I haven't thus far with these two. I've had snakes in the past where I would walk past the cage and they would just strike. But these guys are somewhat docile, but I say that tongue in cheek because it will be today they prove me wrong. But I'm going to try to wrestle Glow, is her name, out of her cage. And let's see how this works. Okay. Come on, lady. She's fighting me. She don't want to come out. And she's okay. It would have been, let me take a water bowl out. It'd be a lot easier if I do that. See what I tell you? She don't like coming out her cage. Move, Liza. And I don't blame her. It's always a struggle with her. So, what I've done, while I'm cleaning out her cage, I put her in a container there because I don't want her to have free reign, because as I was struggling to get her out of her cage, she'll do the same thing. She'll wrap herself around furniture and stuff like that because she doesn't want to come out. But her cage has to be clean. So, yeah. I tell you, she fights. She don't want to come out. But again, I don't blame her. But it got to get cleaned. Okay, I saved you guys a hassle of watching me clean out her cage. It was not as bad as Trinity's cage, but Trinity is a little bit more docile than Glow is. But I got her cage cleaned out, prepped, so I'm going to go ahead and grab her. By now she should be docile. But again, animals tend to make liars out of you. You see how sometimes she can be ornery. I'm going to use the hook to get her out of the container. Come on. And here she go. She's not as bad. She's docile. Now she's out of her enclosure. So I'm going to put her back in her enclosure and I'll feed her later. They don't like their tails being messed with, so you tap the tail. They're like, get off me. All right, one down and one to go. I'm going to put on a fresh pair of gloves. I'm going to not make the same mistake I made with Glow, and I'm going to remove her water bowl. But again, she's a little bit more docile than Glow, but then again, animals tend to make lions out of their owners. Again. And this is Trinity. Again, like I said, they tend to make liars out of the owners. Okay, because I have to keep the humidity in the 80 percentile or so form, I have this tub that has coconut husk in it, and what I do is I'll soak them in warm water to bring the humidity level up. Plus, I have a nice size water bowl for them. So basically we'll keep the temperature, I'm sorry, not temperature, but it keeps the humidity where it needs to be without me having to get like a little humidifier. That way they can shed properly. Thus far I have not had any issues with them shedding properly, which is a good thing. Because it means I'm doing something right. Alright, so let me take little lady out of the tub. Pick up these little coconut husks. Okay, and this is Trinity. Again, she's docile now. She made a lie out of me, because normally she doesn't give me any issues coming out of her cage. But it's been a while since I had to clean out her cage, so little bit on the ornery side. So I have 2 cages cleaned. Now I have to tend to my bird cages. That's the day in the life of Vee when she's not out on her EUC or EUCs and I'm working on them, vlogging. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little clip of a day in the life, and I'll see you on the flip side. Until then, deuces.